Hey guys, in this class, let's discuss about deployment, scaling, and upgrading of applications with Helm. I will guide you on how to bootstrap an example Angular Node.js, MongoDB, and Express cluster on Kubernetes cluster. We will be using a custom Helm chart for creation of a Node.js and MongoDB environment, and then deploy and clone a mean application from the public GitHub repository into the environment. After a successful deployment of the application, some of the interesting features associated with Kubernetes will be explored. Now, before we begin, let's start with the assumptions. First, that you are running Kubernetes 15.0 or later version. You have installed T1 and then configured so as to work with your Kubernetes cluster. You have installed and configured Git. Also, you have some knowledge regarding the operation of containers. So let's get started. First, validate your Kubernetes cluster. Ensure that you are in position to establish a connection to your cluster via kubectl cluster info. The command will help you get your cluster IP address if you need it. And the command is, as you know, it's $kubectl cluster info. You should also get information regarding the available physical nodes in your system. You only have to run the following command, which is $kubectl get node. Now, second thing is installing Helm and Tiller. For you to install Helm, you have to execute the commands as you can see in the screen at the top. This one. After completion of the installation process, you should install the server-side counterpart for Helm, which is Tiller. The following command can help you accomplish this. This is the command I'm talking about. After that, it will be good for you to confirm whether Tiller has been installed. You only have to check for the output from the following commands. This command. So if Tiller was successfully installed into your system, you will see it in the output from the above command. Now deploying the application. A pod forms the smallest installation unit in Kubernetes. It is made up of one or more containers with the capability of communicating to one another and sharing their data. With pod, scaling of application becomes easy task by adding or removing pods from it. So the following are the steps one should follow so as to install an application by use of Helm chart. So step number 1 is clone your Helm chart GitHub repository of Bitnami by running the following commands. And the command is, as you can see on the screen here. Now step number 2 is, one second, let me change the slide. Step number 2 is you can then check for the missing dependencies and proceed to install them. You can execute the commands given below so as to identify the dependencies which are missing and then install them. Step number 3 is list your chart so that you can be sure that it has no errors. Just run the following command, as you can see in the screen here. Now it is now time for you to install the Helm chart. Once you run the command necessary for doing this, you will get two pods, one being for MongoDB service and the other being for Node.js service. You should observe the Node section from the output more, since it will have special information which can help you when assessing the application. In this command, we are using the -name option so as to specify the version of release. So if you fail to do so, then one will be assigned automatically. So here is the command, this one. Now in Minikube, which we already have studied in the earlier chapters, a load balancer is not supported, unlike what we have in cloud platform. That is why if you need to deploy your apps in the Minikube, just run the command given below, which is this. Now step number 5 is obtain the URL for your node application. Simply by running the commands which are shown in the output you get from the Helm install command. If the app has been deployed in GK, you can use the following commands if you need to get the URL for your node application. And here are the commands we are talking about. Okay, and here are the commands. And if we are talking about if we have deployed on Minikube, you can use the command given below. Again, the same commands, so as to get the URL for your node application. You can then open your browser and type in the URL you get. You will see your sample app. If you need to diagnose any problem to do with deployment, use the command kubectl-t1 get pod1 app is equal to my app mean. If you have had specified a different release name or you had not specified one, make sure that you use the right release name for the deployment. So the use of -purge option will remove the name of the release from the store, which means that you will be in position to use it later. This is shown below as you can see here. Now let's take a pause before proceeding to Hem and Kubernetes scale up down. Till then we are just stopping a bit, and we will continue the same topic in the next lecture. Thank you.